Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is SpideyDicko64, and welcome back, everybody, to once again to yet another NASCAR 164 scale diecast review. And here for today's 164 scale diecast review, we're going to be here today, folks, to have a look at and review here today at some more 2026 diecasts. And I didn't say this previously before, but there is a lot of there actually is quite a bit of some 2026 cars that we're going to be having a look at here in a minute. Of course, we had a look at the Ross Chastain Busch Light car. We also had a look at the Justin Allgaier Traveler Whiskey car, which, looking back on the audio of that video, I didn't sound as bad. But today, I'm back to 100% as I used to be. Before, of course, obviously, I had my little sinus infection this last week and such. So yeah, but we're gonna go off ahead here today. We're gonna have a look at a car slash a diecast. That, you know what, this is a car slash diecast that it's very appropriate that we're looking at this car here now. Here today, folks, we're gonna be having a look at Jimmie Johnson's number 84 Carvana San Diego 2026 Toyota Camry. All right, so we're going to have a look here at the paint scheme that Jimmie Jam ran in this last weekend's NASCAR Cup Series race from the San Diego Street Race. I do want to go and preference this, and in case if you don't know this, I am from Southern California, and I did not go to this race. It would be very interesting to see if NASCAR does go back to naval-based Coronado, but I got to be honest here, I would not be surprised if this is just a one-and-done race. But to be quite honest with you, I kind of really do hope NASCAR comes back, because I kind of really do want to go to that race, but we'll just have to see. Anyways, with that being said, here's a quick look at the packaging. Right there it says Legacy Motorsport Club, which I still got to say, they got a really generic logo that I still don't think that's a great-looking logo. Jimmie Johnson, diecast body and chassis, H6 Plus, and not much else really to say about the box. So let's go ahead and let's have a look here at the diecast itself. So like I said, now this car right here was offered long before, and actually it came out, I don't know when it came out, but it came out as soon as right around the San Diego weekend. And when I saw this car was actually available to order and such, I kind of basically said to myself, hey, I wasn't going to get this one, because I had a strong feeling that, well, Jimmie Johnson wasn't going to win in this car. He would have won in the truck, but that truck race evolved into chaos. But unfortunately, though, in this race, though, he did not have a very good result. That's kind of par for the course for Jimmie Johnson's NASCAR Cup career post-retirement, driving for Hendrick Motorsports and such. Though, like I said, I really do wanted to see him to do more Truck Series races, because he actually did look very competitive in that race. But looking, though, at the car itself here, also something I do want to go ahead and mention here, I do not know why, but this is actually one of the first Jimmie Johnson 84 cars that we're actually looking at here. I don't know why I didn't go out ahead and pick up the other ones. I might have to do that one of these upcoming days, because Jimmie Johnson is going to be he's not going to be driving in Cup for very long, not much longer. He said that Daytona 500 next year, that was going to be his last one in the 13 car of all cars. I don't know why, but sure, let's give the 84 to Riley Herbst, because why not? But anyways, though, let's take a look, though, at the car itself here. Now, of course, obviously, this car right here, I really do love the look of the Carvana cars. The blue and such looks so nice on this car. I really love that neon number 48, 84, excuse me. Neon number 48, yeah. I'm getting nostalgia a little bit for the old school Jimmie Johnson, but you see around the side of the car, it has, it basically tries to capture that West Coast kind of feel to it. I love that a lot. We're going to go ahead and have a look at more of these cars at the sponsors and logos here in a minute, but I really do love the way that this car really came out. I think out of all the Carvana cars, I kind of like the one he ran last year at the 600. That's a car that I should have probably picked up, and maybe I will pick it up here, maybe in a little bit, but I don't know. But yeah, Yeah, just a really, really neat looking car. And yeah, Jimmie Johnson in a Toyota. I'm no longer a Jimmie Johnson fan. I remember when that was like such a big controversy. I don't know. That was so funny. I mean, not gonna lie, it is kind of still weird to see Jimmie in a Toyota, but hey, whatever. This is benefiting his team, Eric Jones and John Hunter Nemechek. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the sponsors here. So on the windshield banner, this is Toyota and Johnson. On the hood, it does say Carvana right there. Of course, you got the car with the halo, Carvana. You got the Jets with of course, obviously the smoke coming in the back. Here's this Toyota Camry front end. Got number 84. Got the Carvana logo, Sunoco, going down to this side right here. It does say Legacy Motorsport Club, and you do got the Blaze Alexander tribute right there. HMS, though, no longer runs this with the 48. Since Alex Bowman has kind of has taken over, they no longer run the Blaze Alexander tribute. And for those who don't know who Blaze Alexander is, he was a race car driver that was really good friends with Jimmie Johnson. Lost his life in an ARCA crash in 2001, and that was the race where NASCAR decided to and after that race, that was when NASCAR decided going forward, all drivers were to use the Hans device. So cool that Jimmie still has that for his late friend. Goodyear NASCAR Cup Series, got the Goodyear Eagle rubber tires. You got, of course, obviously this really cool backdrop right here. Of course, obviously you can see the lines reflect, this is like nighttime and basically the sundown. You see there's a fighter jet, number 84. You got the skyline a little bit back there of San Diego. You got a off-road truck, an off-road truck, which is a bit of a callback to Jimmie Johnson's time as an off-road racer. And you got Jimmie like running a dirt bike right there with I don't know what that is. You got a Ferris wheel in the back, or maybe that could be a gear. Carvana. Got the little, of course, logo right there. And then you got Carvana on the A-pillar, which does not look that bad. And you can barely see it, but the Jimmie Johnson logo is misplaced. Lionel, you had it, but then you didn't. So, yeah, good on you, Lionel. Good on you. Come to think of it, I saw someone on the Discord server got a really bad Justin Allgaier diecast, so that's not great. On the people, we got Toyota, Legacy Motorsport Club, Goodyear, Carvana, and I think Dollar Tree, Club Wyndham, PB by Parker, Dollar Tree, Olipop, Pop. It was got number 84 with, of course, obviously this neon 84. It's a callback, and I'm definitely gonna be using this color in my thumbnail whenever I get to editing it. And then, of course, obviously you got the fighter jet, Carvana. You got the new Toyota Racing logo right there. And then, of course, you got right down there the Carvana logo. Carvana with, like, some kind of flower. And then on the back, got more of that flower kind of decal thing going on. Legacy Motorsport Club, Carvana, Toyota, number 84, Camry. And, of course, you got, like, the backdrop here of the different colors. Transitioning from, like, hey, this is nighttime to, of course, the sundown and all that such. Is the same stuff on the other side as per normal. And here is another look of the car, which is, of course, obviously all in black. Because this is the metal chassis version. All of them are metal chassis, by the way. So, with that being said, that's going to do it for today's diecast review. Yeah, overall, been a fat minute since we've last taken a look at a Jimmie Johnson car. My lord, I do not know when was the last time I had a look at a Jimmie Johnson car. I got no idea. I literally have, like, no idea when was the last time I had reviewed a Jimmie Johnson car. And I should have really should have got all the rest of the cars. Again, this is something that I got to do. I got to go and get the rest of his cars because, like I said, Jimmie Johnson is not going to be competing in Cup much longer. I'll be very excited when they release his truck. I do know that truck or that diecast was at San Diego this past weekend. So it's going to be very interesting to see how people, whenever that truck gets released, I think it comes out in July or something. Hopefully it comes out much earlier. But, yeah, overall, really cool looking paint scheme right here for the 7-time NASCAR Cup champ. And, yeah, just overall, it's NASCAR at San Diego. great weekend all around. Great race winner. Great battles for the lead. Honestly, I really do hope NASCAR considers and goes back there in the future. Of course, obviously, there's going to be a lot of logistical challenges just because it is an active military base. But sound off in the comments below. What do y'all think of this car? And do you want NASCAR to come back to Naval Base Coronado? I certainly want them to come back, but we'll just have to sort of wait and see about that. But with all that really kind of said, though, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. We have a couple more diecast reviews here coming up. The O'Reilly batch reviews should come out here in about a week. We'll see. But, yeah. So thank you all so much for watching this one, and I will catch all of you in the next one. See you all later.